Hey folks, I've got some of that grafting done that I wanted to do. I've got an old rootstock on garden which would have either been cut down or dug out, although it's a little bit it was a little bit large to dig out. But so I've attempted to graft some other tree to it. What sealed wood I collected last year. Now I might have been a little bit early with the sealed wood collection last year. I do not know, but I've done the grafts and we'll see what we get. I've done a couple of grafts with this, which is quite good fun. It's really does a nice cut. This is a grafting tool, professional grafting tool it's called, and Dale Calder found it, and I asked him to send me one. So I've had to go with this, and I've done a cleft graft and some bark or rind grafts. As I say, I've put 10 grafts on one tree, so if one takes off then it's a success. But I might have collected my sealed wood a little bit early because it started to shoot. It's been in fridge wrapped up in a plastic box, so I don't know how or why that happened, so I can only assume it might have been too early, but I've done grafts anyway and we'll see how it goes. So guys, the time has come. I'm going to attempt to do some grafts on this wild plum stock. Now I'm going to trim it all back and I'm going to try some pencil grafts, which I'm going to use a grafting tool, and some rind grafts. Perfect timing. And some rind grafts, which will be on those two big pieces there. I've got some plum and some peach and some sour cherries to try and graft onto it. They all in theory should work, so well, providing I do a good job of it first time. It's all practice. So this is what I've got. Now it's been in fridge, some of it's even trying to sprout, so I don't know how successful this is going to be, but I'm going to try. That's sour cherry and that is the peach. And the reason I'm going for bark grafts is because they're very thin, so I'm going to try them with bark grafts, and those I'll try with this grafting tool. Now what I've got, this is alcohol, so I'm going to clean everything down and give it a go. So I'm going to attempt these grafts, and what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to put the peach on this and the sour cherry on this. I'm going to put 2 on each as bark grafts. I've just cut this off fresh, sanitise the blade of the saw as well, take all these little shoots off after as well, just so that the sap concentrates here, hopefully. And give the old Swiss Army knife a sharpen. I hope you can see. After I'm going to wrap that, I'm going to do the same here, facing this way. What I'm going to do is put some wax on. Just had to go and get my butter knife. As you see, this is my first time, so now I'll put some grafting tape on. And that's that. Not very neat, but hopefully they'll go. So this is plum. I just went in, it started to rain a little bit, but them out again. And I'm going to attempt some cleft grafts on these 2 pieces, and hopefully I'll be able to get to use that grafting tool, finding something at right diameter. It's really a bit of a Frankenstein thing, but as I said before, it's practice, and hopefully I'll get some results. So I'm only using a Swiss Army knife, but I've cut that cleft. I've got my cadmium layers lined up. I'm doing it as a double cleft graft like that. I'm saying the only thing that, that might stop these is because this wood's started to grow. So I don't know what results will be, but I'm putting a load on, and I might get one. And if I do, it's a bonus. I'm going to do a couple with this. Well, I've just started. I think the most important thing with this is that obviously getting your wood equal sizes and your centre right. It's quite hard to seat centre, so you can cut it off centre, but if you can see there, that's the result of the cut. Cut one way and then one other. Shouldn't even need any wax, I'll just tape it up. And I've got another one to do here. I'll step back and you can have a look at the Frankenstein tree in a sec when I finish with these. It's perfect little shape. Got some blades on it. You cut yourself too. It's really good. It's a really good little tool. I'm impressed with that. I'm going to find the last piece of siam wood. So, from that rootstock, the wild plum, which was good for jam. Look, I've cut all the flowers off. I hope my wife didn't notice. We're good for jam. What I've got now is 10 grafts on it. I've got the sour cherry, the peach, and 6 from my plum tree on garden. Now I know all these, I don't need to label them because they're out of my garden. The only thing that worries me is that the fact that, as you can see, they start to bud. I may have collected them too early, but next year I'll have some even better siam wood from these 2 trees. And if it fails this year, I'll try again next year.